Sitting in the Huey again. This time we're sitting on the east coast, just at the mouth of the Mohaka River, just south of Wairoa, and I've just set up a little bit of a quick scenery here. We'll do another firefighting one, but this time we'll do it inside the cockpit one, so I'll just get us spooling up. So we're going to use the belly tank today, so we'll be hovering at about 15 feet or just under to fill that up. We've got a little gauge on the side here which shows where the water level is as you're filling up. I think it takes around 2 minutes to fill with the submersible pump on the suction hose. So we'll get going. We've got a bit of a fire up on the gully off the coast there. We probably won't fill up in the sea because the waves are a reasonable size. We've got a bit of a sort of a southwesterly blowing today, so we'll just get going. Lift off the ground here. Right, just turn and climb out to the seaway here. There's just a funny patch in the aerial because I'm using ArcGIS overlay, so there's just a little bit just down on the corner here. It seems to load in at low level, but then it's alright once you get up the coast a little bit where the fire is, so I don't know what's going on there. It's MSFS map enhancement. So you can see it just sort of stops there. So we'll just come up for a bit of recce over the fire at the moment. It's up this little gut here, and obviously I'm running 1 metre mesh that I've just added an area in here just because it makes it so I pretty much can't fly in the sim without 1 metre anymore because it just adds so much more immersion to it. Right, so we've got a bit of a bushfire there on that scrubby face with the pines, and there is a pond there, but it's that's quite close to the fire, so we'll find something else up the valley here a little bit. I think I saw one earlier when I was putting the 1 metre in. There's a little pond. I haven't actually flown to it, but there's one in this little gut somewhere up here, I'm pretty sure. We'll go have a look and then we'll come around and we'll land on the grass beside it first and drop our snorkel out, and then we'll fill up. So there we go. We'll might land on that paddock on the other side there, drop our snorkel, and then we'll drop down in there and pick up a load. Right, so if we look out the side, you'll see the snorkel was sort of folded away, so I'll click it and now it's hanging down. It kind of just hangs in the ground, but that's just what it is. So we're going to just move ourselves out a little bit so we can look out the side while we fill. Right, now we'll take off again. Lift up and clear that hose off the ground. Yep, you can see I'll just try and position a little bit better there, and you can see the snorkel below us. So now we'll go and fill up. The wind's coming from our sort of 1-2 o'clock here, so we'll just turn into it a little bit, but we'll turn out to the left to fly away once we're full. So we'll just lower down into here. Alright, our snorkel's almost in the water. It should be in the water now. I don't want to look at the water here at the moment because it moves all the time with the sim effects on the water effects. We've got a little green light on the dash there. I'm showing that the submersible's now running. We'll just try and stabilise this a bit better. If I look to the around too much and look at the dash, it starts I start wandering a little bit with the hover. Now we've got 3 bars on there. It takes about 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure, and it's real good practice for stabilising your hovers, because you've got to pretty much sit there at about 15 feet or just under to get it to fill. We'll get a full load before we get out of here. Right, nearly 2/3, 3/4 full. Getting a little bit low here. Alright, we're full. Just lift it, we'll just turn around here. And we'll go out over the dam. Make sure that hose is clear. Yep. We'll stay outside the door so we can actually see the release of it when we're dumping. So we'll cut sort of down across the pines and out towards the sea, and should be released the whole load by the time we've gone through there. Slow up a little bit as we come in. At least the smoke shouldn't be going straight up today with that bit of breeze, so we'll come across it. We'll start releasing now. Right, we've empty. Come around and we'll get one more load. We might find a different pond, this just for a bit of something different. Looks like there's one just there somewhere. So we'll come back around and we'll come into the wind again, obviously. So we'll. The difference of this with the Bambi bucket, it means when you're filling up, you're in ground effect almost, and it does take a little bit longer to fill, but the Bambi bucket sometimes you're almost out of ground effect, so it's a little bit trickier when you're juggling that weight. But it is on the other hand, it's actually faster to get a load, obviously, because you just douse it in the water and drag it around a little bit, and then it's full. Whereas this, you've got to just hover there for that little bit of time, which is good practice. Alright, we'll find this little bit here. We should be engaging. Yep, pumps on. I'll just try and get a stable hover going here. Pick a reference point and just sort of latch onto it. I try to keep the little indicator in my view, so I can just glance at it as I'm trying to keep it in a hover, just to see when it's full. So to dump the stuff, it's in the manual, you bind the taxi light to the release, same as the Bambi bucket. I couldn't get the way that it indicated in the manual to do press to release, and then when you release that button it shuts it off, but it didn't seem to work for me, so I had to just go to toggle. So I just had to click it on and then click it off, which is fine. I may have been doing the setup wrong for the press and release part. Alright, we're full. We'll probably just go out through this way in front of me here. Jeez, definitely feels a lot heavier when it's full. Right, we'll go back up the other way this time. Try and get in there as quick as we can. Obviously the more efficient it is with getting to and from the fire and getting as much water on it as you can is sort of the way to fight it. So oversprayed the paddock a little bit there at the last bit. Right, we'll come back in and we'll just land on this little bit of a grassy bit just here on this little circular bit. Put our hose away. We'll just go for a little blast around the countryside here in the 1 metre, and then we'll go back and do an auto and land, and we'll call that it. Alright, I'll just put the Snorkel away. Just check that it is away. Yep, it's folded away. Right, now we'll get moving. Go up through that smoke on our way, and we'll go up the coast a little bit and then come back, get a bit of height. The arc gas combined with the 1 metre mesh just really makes the 1 metre pop, because it's so well aligned to it, and it's because a lot higher resolution, especially in certain areas, and more so this whole East Cape area of the North Island of New Zealand is really well done with the arc gas. Just fly up this little valley. Some height. You just spend hours exploring the countryside when you've got the 1 metre mesh on and the arc gas. Right. We'll try and land back down where the where we took off from by the utes. There's the Mohaka there, starts all the way up at Helisika, or up in the Kaimanuas there, it comes all the way down to the east coast here. So Wairua will just be a little bit further up the coast. Right, we'll fail the engine here, so we'll just roll the throttle to idle, collective full down, and then we'll just maintain our attitude until we hit 60 knots, start turning towards where we want to land. Just increasing the collective a little bit there on the turn, just to not let us sink so quickly. We've still got plenty of RPM, we're in the green still quite clearly. We'll get it back to 60. That breeze is really helping keep us going today. It's but it's slowing our ground speed down as we're coming around this way. We're going to flare now, flare and check forward, and then we'll just cushion now. There we go, low RPM warnings, buzzers just sounding. Oh well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun using the snorkel tank as opposed to the Bambi bucket, something a bit different. I might do an inside Bambi bucket one some stage too. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll catch you on the next one.